This idea that Instagram's announced all of these new features coming to its platform, AI editing tools, for lack of a better term, and I'm not denying that they're not impressive, but effectively you can, in real time, replace your background, replace your clothing, replace your look, probably skin tones, the whole lot, and effectively you're creating a fake video. So and I know you sort of texted me that scenario of the travel influencer that never leaves their bedroom, and it's not funny because that's literally what is going to happen, because why would you need to go anywhere if you can have the AI just fake everything? Much less effort, no cost, it's all done for you.
Yeah, I've been thinking about this. Is that a democratization of fake? Or is it, I don't know, is it bad? I don't know if it's good or bad, but it's a very interesting concept. And I was looking at, what they were promising through that AI. And, of course, we're doing it now. We're keying in backgrounds for this set, and that's very easily done these days. Once upon a time, that was something that you couldn't even do in real time unless you had a studio or something like that. So it may not be there now, but it's certainly got the potential. And then, of course, turning you into, I don't know, a hand-drawn artifact or a puppet or someone who looks like someone else really is easy enough. If you know the history of video and CGI, then it's going to happen, even if it's not going to happen now. And I'm wondering, to be quite honest, what the purpose of AI is here. I mean, it seems as if, the internet for many things has just been taken over by scammers and sales. And effectively, that seems to be where AI is taking us as well, down that bot sort of path where bots will be able to create these fakes more effectively. I think that's maybe the negative side of it. The positive side is a bit like the travel influencer never leaving the bedroom. Is it potentially you'll be able to make, if you do it yourself, really novel and creative content. However, if you just get an AI engine to make it for you, maybe we're not going anywhere.
Yeah, I would say so. And not to mention that you're creating an environment where we're already not trusting anything that's online, but this literally will take you down the path of well, then maybe that's the cue to completely switch off from the internet, because nothing on it will be real.
Well, I'll give this scenario exactly that. So at the moment, a bot, well, you can't tell if it's a bot, just through a chat window, but, they have bots, effectively answering your questions when you visit a website. The thing is that a bot would be able to program a fake or an avatar, a lifelike avatar, to exactly the sort of person that you would respond positively to from your data. So they would know from your data that you like a certain person to look a certain way and speak with a certain voice. That's exactly what the bot would serve up, and they'll be selling you a 6-pack of nothing before you know it.
Fantastic. That'll be just great. I guess the other thing I was thinking about was just, and I guess it ties in with what we were talking about before with Alien, is that I can't get excited about any of these tools because there's nothing creative underpinning them. I mean, you might be able to maybe find a way to use them creatively, but it's like it's taken it too far. It's funny, like unrelated in a way, but I was watching some old clips of Irvin Kershner talking about, for those of you who don't know, because he's the director of The Empire Strikes Back and was a film director, etc. And he was talking about the importance of what he called resistance when trying to do something really hard and make it believable on screen. So, and he said it doesn't have to be on screen, it's a creative thing. You got a blank canvas with a painter or whatever. And he was talking about like how hard it was to make Yoda believable. Now, they really struggled with it. It was really hard. They were full of anxiety that it wouldn't work at all. But
Another rubber monster.
That's right. But it did, because they were all compelled to make it work within the limitations that they had to work under. And here, yeah, exactly. So in the end, like, he was asked about, the CGIing of Yoda in the prequel trilogy, and he just said, "Look, yeah, okay, that's great. He can do anything now, but it's less real because the limitations that are forced on you doing it with a puppet and trying to make that real, and all the innovations that we had to come up with to try and make that real, is what sold the thing and made it such as, we're talking about it 40 years later." And that's the thing that's missing in this conversation around content generation in an AI world. But the disappointing thing is, I think, like you said before we got on, is that it's all disposable content that you're meant to swipe past to get to the next thing now.
Yeah, exactly. Look, for me, the purpose of AI is to make the difficult a little bit more easy, or to find a pathway to make the difficult possible, which is what Kirshner is effectively saying. Like, to create a believable character is not easy, but if you work hard at it, you can. And that's what AI should be, to make that process a little bit easier, or to make it in some way possible. But unfortunately, I think the internet has shown us continually over the last 30 years that it's a race to the bottom. And the lowest common denominator wins. So, when you're getting gamed to buy something that looks like it will do something that doesn't, I think potentially the most likely use for this technology.
Absolutely.